New single by Severals, let's go. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today it's time for another reaction and today it's time for a combination of I found the song myself and the band contacted me. And the band is called Severals. I reacted to their song Melody kind of ages ago by now. And they just released their new single Storm. And they also sent me an email, asked me to check it out. I have not answered the email yet because I was still in kind of the break mode. But I thought I can maybe surprise them and answer them with, yeah, I'm already done. Here's the link. And yeah, I really enjoy Melody. I remember I was listening to it over and over again. I still go back to it. And I'm really excited to see what they are coming up with these days. I think I remember that they are from the Czech Republic. I could be totally off, but I think I remember them being from the Czech Republic and being a very small band. And I just checked, they still are, kind of, because they are at 327 subscribers, including myself. So yeah, if you enjoy their music, make sure to drop them comments and make sure to subscribe to them so they can see that their music is appreciated and loved. And yeah, I feel that's already way too much talking, so let's check it out. Alrighty, I'm ready. Please hit me. I need more bangers. And 3, 2, 1, and hit it. The visuals. Ooh, that hits hard. Awesome visuals, again. Very bassy. You know I'm a sucker for cleans. For good cleans. Oh. Oh! Hell yes! That's what happens when you get drawn into the song. Jesus, the cleans. You wouldn't be able to see it, but the hair are standing up. Good lord. I'm losing myself. Holy crap. Oh, let's go. No. It's the end. Man. Man. What a ride. Also, my brain is thinking. Really, really cool song. I really enjoyed the melodics of the song with the harsher parts. And I wanted to start with another video for kind of a new series on my channel. But spontaneously, especially seeing this video, I decided to start right now. Let's break down the visuals of the video, because I did not expect the video to have any kind of special effects. I have not planned it. So let's see if I can pull it off without any planning. And first of all, awesome visuals, awesome effects. I didn't see any obvious flaws, but I'm also not an expert. And yeah, let's start with the different cameras, because I keep telling you I'm a video nerd, and I feel I need to kind of prove it that I am kind of a video nerd. And I know a lot of things, and I know a lot of things and how they are done in movies and videos. So let's basically just skip through the video. First of all, underwater. Basically, there are different ways to film underwater. Underwater, you usually don't record any kind of sound, so I think they had a waterproof case for the camera, maybe, and filmed him in a pool, because usually you don't jump into a lake and film yourself or film someone jumping into a lake. So I think they kind of did it in a pool, and if you have a pool that's big enough, you won't be able to see the edges of the pool. Which is the case, it looks like. And yeah, if you film underwater directly and with a couple of tricks like pushing air into the water, you don't even have to add any bubbles or stuff like that in post-production. I think they did not add anything in post-production. I think they just filmed it and slapped a color grading on it. The other way you can do this is basically by using a GoPro. Because the newer GoPro, I don't own one, but I know the newer GoPros have a ridiculous high resolution. So you can basically film it from a little bit far away and then zoom in post, so you don't have the classic fisheye look. And also there's an option in Premiere Pro to remove the fisheye look. But I think they used an underwater or a waterproof case. I'm not sure. If you know, let me know in the comments. But I think they used a waterproof case for this one. And let's move on to the next one. The next one is basically, I think they just used a haul and put up some plastic. What's the word? Let me check Google Translate. I'm sorry. What the heck is wrong with myself? They put up plastic wrap. Man, I'm sorry for not even knowing the basic words. And yeah, plastic wrap with specific lighting. That's basically it. Also, let me hit play. yeah, classic metal thing in music videos. You take the camera and you don't hold it as static as possible. You move, and depending on your lens, if you have a very wide lens like I use, for example, here, you get, if you move like this, you don't get too much movement in the image. If you use a lens like an 85mm and you do this, the image is shaking really crazy. I will see if I can add it in the post, an example. But yeah, that's basically what's done in every metal music video, because metal is not calm usually, it's action. And you don't want to have a static shot or use a tripod. So yeah, that's just the basic camera movement. Then the next thing that stood out to me for sure, except the landscape, really beautiful landscape, was the, where is, it should be here. Basically the door. First of all, I think they used practical lighting because it wouldn't look that real if they didn't use any kind of red lighting to add to the effect. And the door, I think I have the effect for the door as well in my Adobe After Effects library, because I think that is the Video Copilot Saber plugin. And to prove that I know what I'm talking about, I will add a red door behind me right now. You will see it for 2 to 3 seconds because it can be a really heavy effect, but just to show you that I know what I'm talking about. Then, again, plastic wrapping with red lighting this time, and of course color grading, because it would look pretty stupid without color grading. And yeah, I think I found a frame where they did not use a red light. I think I'm looking in the frame, but I don't think they used red light for this frame, because if they use the red light, you would see on the knees and the upper body, you would see the red shine. And also on the face, because he's looking at the, let's call it a door, because it looks like a door. He's looking at the door, and the knees are facing through to the door, towards the door, I'm sorry. And the upper body is also facing towards the door. So if it would be emitting very much light, it would be visible on the face, the upper body, the knees, and the front of the shoes. So they didn't use a red light, maybe because they were filming outside, but it's such a short amount of time you don't even notice. Also the particles, I think, I don't think they used the particle system of Adobe After Effects, because it would be taking forever to render. I used it in the past and I'm trying to avoid to use it right now because it's a pain in the ass. So I think they maybe used a stock clip with some masking. It's pretty easy. Look at this. Sparks. No problem. Masking and compositing. That's basically it. And yeah, let's move on to... I saw that they used different cameras or different kind of cameras. Because that's a pretty cool shot in the dark in front of the fire. There we have it. That's the perfect example, because you can see in almost every other shot, the focusing on the subject. So it's like this. I can use this camera to focus on me, and the background is blurry. I also have a Mavic Mini, where I don't have the option to focus on a face and get a blurry background. because the camera doesn't have the objective or the lens to do that. You need a lens with specific f-stops or t-stops, depending on the lens. And I don't want to get too much into the details because it's pretty hefty learning about that stuff. So I'm gonna say this is a drone shot. And I can tell you because, first of all, the resolution is lower. Maybe they used a Mavic Mini, but if you look at the prices for a Mavic Mini compared to the bigger drones with better cameras, it's totally fine that they used a Mavic Mini, because the Mavic Mini, I think it's priced around $500 with a couple of extras. And the big Mavic with a really awesome camera, I think it still costs $2,000. So that's totally fine that they used a Mavic Mini, if they did. Maybe they used something completely different. And now why? Why can I tell you that they used that? Because the rocks on the right and the rocks on the left, and because of the small path leading down and the trees. It looks like almost everything is in focus. And that the reason for that is you can't really change the f-stops to get a blurrier background or foreground. Because if I put my finger over here, it's not focused because my face is in focus. If I put it here, it is in focus because it's in the same focal distance. But as I said, I don't want to get too much into detail. I think they used a drone because it has a pretty high f-stop, I think. And almost everything is in focus. That's why I think it's a kind of distinctive image for drones. Because usually you use a drone for very big landscapes, and of course you want everything to be in focus so it looks cool. And you can see everything. And yeah, I think I don't have much more from the video. Let me skip through the video. Well, let me know where this was filmed, because it looks beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And one last thing. You can basically see the whole image is kind of natural, except the area it's not really a beach, but the grass in front of the water and I think it's mossy rocks in the water are tinted red. That's done in post-production. I don't think they have red grass and red moss wherever they filmed that. Also, you don't see it in the background. It's just the red things in the foreground. The background is green, yellow, brown. So I think they did kind of a secondary color correction on the grass and moss on the rocks. Also pretty easy, can be done in Premiere Pro with, let's say, a mask, maybe, because they only did it for the foreground elements and a simple color correction. That's basically it. It's not that hard. I think the hardest part is to get into the software. If you use it a couple of times, it gets easier. But that's what I think they did. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have, I think. Yeah, the underwater thing, I think, because of the blurry hand, I don't think they used the GoPro. Maybe they did. The newer GoPros are pretty hefty. Not gonna lie. And yeah. There we have the door again. Also, could be also a drone shot. And yeah. Also, let me check if the image was moving. It was moving, so this was a pain in the ass to make. Because then you have to track the movement of the camera and you have to track the effect onto its place in the shot. Also, you have to mask out the subject so he can run through the door. But that's pretty much all I got on this one. This will be a longer video. As I said, I didn't plan on analyzing the video because I didn't expect any special effects in the video, I wanted to start with another one, but I will move it, and the next video breakdown will be done as well. And that was a lot of talking. I'm sorry. I really, really enjoyed it. The song was killer. Really melodic. I really enjoy melodic songs as well. And awesome video, awesome effects. And I hope I was able to teach you a little bit about the video production and how a video is done. If not, let me know in the comments what should I do better, what details do you want to know. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. And if you also did, make sure to click the like button and consider subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I hope I will see you next time. See you.